If I can have everybody's attention here in the media center, we're now joined by Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Elliott Sadler. Earlier this morning, Junior Motorsports announced that OneMain Financial and Elliott Sadler will join their NASCAR Xfinity Series stable next year. And it looks like Dale Jr. beat us to the punch on Periscope this morning, making the announcement. So if you could both talk about the big news and next year's plans in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Yeah, we're real excited to be able to partner with Elliott and OneMain Financial. They've been in the series longer than Junior Motorsports has been around, so it says a lot about their commitment and dedication to the sport. And me and Elliott have been great friends since we were racing late models together. And so he's actually drove our car a couple times at Junior Motorsports. So this is really a lot of fun for me. I'm excited to work with Elliott full time and to give him the best opportunity we can to put him in the best cars we can and to get to work with all our guys. Our company, once we told them of the news, they were very excited and looking forward to working with Elliott and OneMain. So this is great for us, and just happy to go forward and have some success. It's going to be a lot of fun. Winning races is great, but when you do it with your friends, it's even better.
Elliott, you look rather excited about this.
I am, and Dale hit on a lot of good points. We've been friends a long time, and felt like we've had each other's back on and off the track a long time. And I think when you're vested personally, like we are, to put this group together is going to be very, very exciting. It makes you want to on so many different levels to do a good job and perform and do everything you're supposed to do, not only on the racetrack but off the racetrack. And like you said, with the OneMain Financial, they're the longest-running primary sponsor in the Xfinity Series. They love this sport. They want to be a part of it. They love the NASCAR fan. And I think tying them together with Dale Jr. and how much passion he has in what's going on with his company, with Junior Motorsports, and how he's built that from day one, I think is something very exciting, very special. And, man, I'm glad and just happy as hell to be a part of it. It's neat to see our paths kind of crossing again this much later in life compared to when we first met each other driving late models. It says a lot about our friendship, I think. It says a lot about our trust for each other and definitely our passion to race together.
Well, it's outstanding news for the Xfinity Series. We're going to open the floor up for questions. So if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. We'll start out with Kelly, and we'll head our way up back.
Kelly Crandall from PopularSpeed.com. This is for Dale. Can you just talk about how important this is for JR Motorsports, because Elliott brings a sponsorship to the company where you guys are losing Napa at season's end?
Yeah, the target's always kind of moving in the Xfinity Series. You're juggling and working hard to build relationships and working with current partners and meeting new ones all the time. Elliott has worked with OneMain for a really long time, so that's a very easy relationship to trust and believe in and get behind and be a part of. I'm looking forward to getting to know more about the OneMain Financial folks, and me and Elliott already have a pretty good relationship, so this is going to be pretty seamless for our company. I will say when we told the employees on the shop floor, they were ecstatic. It brings stability. And those people really depend on that. When they see those cars go out of the shop without a sponsor on them and go to the racetrack, that makes everybody nervous. So this is a great thing for our company, and it says a lot about the health of the series. And again, just excited to get to work with Elliott and get him in there and get him. He knows a lot of the people that already work there. Looking forward to seeing what he thinks about our company once he gets on in a couple months into the season, because I think he's going to be real happy about the decision to be a part of it.
We'll go next to Joseph.
Joseph Walken, frontstretch.com. Elliott, you said that for several years you want to get back to the Cup Series. How does swapping from Roush to JR Motorsports help you get back to the top-tier series?
I've been asked that question a few times. My answer has always been the same, and that is I want to be competitive in the Xfinity Series. I want to win races. I want to be in the middle of the championship chase contention. I want to have a great opportunity. It's nothing like leaving your house on a weekend, going to a racetrack, knowing you got an opportunity to lead laps, sit on poles, run up front, and win races. And that's all I have right now as a goal. This opportunity for me is huge. And, I wish I could explain the whole history of how Dale and I have been such good friends for such a long time and why this means so much to me to get this opportunity. But my goal right now and my heart and soul and my passion is still very great every day when I come to the track, but it's more on what I can do on Saturdays and what I can do in the Xfinity Series. And if I go out and do a great job, win every race, and other opportunities come, we'll look at that at that time. But right now, this is man, we got to jump on this. This is great for me and my family. I think it's definitely great for the One Main Financial brand to be tied to Junior Motorsports and what Dale Jr. has put back into this this racing series, and we want to make the most of it.
Okay, we're going to go to Lee and then over to Steve.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. I noticed in the release you haven't named a crew chief or the number yet, but are you going to try to get the number one? I mean, is in a perfect world, is that what you guys are trying to do? And when would you like to have a crew chief shored up for that deal, Dale?
Yeah, we'll get the details all figured out as soon as possible and get that information out to you guys. We haven't decided on the number or the crew chief, but all that stuff's coming down the line.
Steve?
Steve Richards with PRN. For both of you, can you look back on your late model days and maybe a memory where you guys were racing together? Maybe either you got into each other or didn't, or one won and one didn't. What's a good memory for us?
Well, yeah, right. Well, we ran a race at Myrtle. Yeah, we ran a race at the beach one time, and I was in the lobby bar the night before a little bit too long, and Elliot, I remember it was a hot race, and we had a red flag. I was about to die, and I was just trying to hang on to the finish. And I remember Elliot running pretty good. You ran in the back of me on the back straightaway.
Sorry about that.
I didn't know I was holding you up. One minute there wasn't nobody there. Next minute Elliot's behind me. He didn't waste no time to run into me. So, but we knew each other then and had a lot of fun hanging out. And I thought a lot of his brother because his brother raced against my dad's team in the Xfinity Series before I even drove there. So had a lot of respect for their family and how they came up. They came up the hard way, racing their way into these opportunities. And so it's I got a lot of respect for the family. But, yeah, we've had a lot of fun running up and down the roads in North Carolina and done a lot of fun stuff together. And we never really hunted together. That's one thing. As much as we've hung out together, we've never hunted. He loves hunting, and I'm kind of into it too, and getting more and more into it the older I get. And we probably going to end up going hunting finally after all these years.
That'd be good. You give me some time off, we'll go hunting. We're looking at that, and I wish I could explain every story to you and really let you grasp about where we've been kind of together and how we grew up with the late model stuff. And we do have some racing incidents together. We raced against each other a lot at Martinsville when we first started for the big race, in Myrtle Beach, South Boston, and then when it was back in the Busch Series, we kind of came in at the same kind of time racing against each other. But I think it's more the off-track experiences and friendship and things that we kind of did together that I think kind of gelled this partnership a long time ago. This is almost 20 years in the making to kind of put this together. And we feel putting this whole program together, the team that we're putting together, like I said, vested as friends, is going to be a great opportunity for both of us.
We ran together in the Nationwide Series. He'd already been there a year, but in '98, I came in and ran second to him at Bristol, and then he ran second to me at Texas for my first win. So those are some good old days, and we're looking forward to recreating some new memories together.
Do we have any more questions for Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Elliott Sadler? Well, gentlemen, congratulations on the partnership, and good luck this weekend.